Hey friends, I'm Nicole Johnson. I am a Brooklyn-based 28-year-old member of this church. I have been at Oaks for about 3 years, maybe four, always been on the hospitality team. It really falls in line with my love for diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm a diversity, equity, and inclusion director at a place called Matheson, but I'm also a nonprofit owner. And I really love the practice that I'm going to share with you a little bit. I've currently been in a season of healing. I stepped away from the city for a while, for about 8 months, to do some healing that I didn't realize that I even needed. Just experiencing a lot of systemic oppression and other types of things as a minority. I was taking on a lot and giving out a lot, and did not really take care of myself, I think, in these past couple of years. So I've been doing a lot of healing. That's the season that I'm in right now. But the exercise that I'm going to offer you is something that I do every morning, actually, as the director of diversity, equity, and inclusion at my job. But then I used to do it actually quite often just as an individual, because I love advocating for vulnerable communities. It's called the Power and Risk Assessment. I create like a little teeter-totter, like a little line and a triangle underneath it. One side of that, I put and I list a variety of things about my privilege, my power, my ability. And then on the other side, I write down challenges that a particular vulnerable community might be facing in my workspace or in my school, my institution, my community, right? Or my house of worship. So what I do is I actually list things like, I am good at listening. I'm a great extemporaneous speaker. I love advocacy. I am a great researcher. All of the things that are outstanding about my privilege and my power and what God has given me. Then on the other side, I write challenges. Maybe particular communities are facing discrimination in their workplace. They're not given resources for healing. They're not given stability in their work placements or work jobs, etc. So what I do is I then connect my power with a particular part of the challenges that they're facing. This God really meets me here to remind me of how uniquely He's created each of us. We forget sometimes that we are the most important person in our advocacy story, because you can advocate for vulnerable communities, on social media and other ways. But if you don't assess your power and how God has created you, you can't do it in the way that you've been designed to fully. Go ahead and look at your power and what God has given you, and it'll help to expedite you. And I think the fruits that I've seen from this is actually in helping other people navigate this exercise. I love being able to help allies navigate this. So if anyone does want some support in really spelling out your power and the challenges that a vulnerable community might be facing, I'd love to do it with you, and you can reach out to me. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the exercise. See ya.